Hey guys, welcome to my channel, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channel, Queen Spirit 1126. We are doing Saturn readings all month over there. This month we'll be starting off with some what do they call it? Personality number readings, right? Okay, so this week we are doing all numbers that start with 3. Okay, so 3 is coming up in reverse here. So we're picking a 2-digit number. I removed all of the double digits from here. So let's see what we get that comes out. Ooh, this pink is sticking up. Oh, 33. Wow. So we got double threes coming out for our first number of the week. So here we have angels are listening, abundance on mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual levels. So this is in reverse though, right? So this number is indicated when you are seeing the number 3 over and over again. However, the number 3 in general represents communication, our relationships with people. Right now I'm getting like some kind of perception, right? So what is being illuminated to me right now is that you guys have a weird perception of communication, how it's done, how it should be done, in regards to your relationships. And also I'm getting in regards to how you feel people should communicate with you. I'm getting that you guys have put down a lot of rules, a lot of laws as to how people should act. And that's not really working out for you. Okay, so 3 and 3 is 6. 6 is the number of our social relationships, love. It's also, I like to call it our internal foundation. It is how we are perceiving ourselves, how we take care of ourselves, and a lot of times that does push on and carry on to how we perceive other people. Have you ever met somebody that is like, oh, well, this happened to me. This is the way it works for me. So this is kind of how it works for everybody else. The number 6 really does kind of work like that because our experience kind of define who we are, how we see and perceive things. And that's just the way it is. Eventually you learn that your experiences aren't the only ones that matter, but they do absolutely shape how you think and how you feel. So we have the number 33. Number 33 in general does have something to do with your spiritual gifts, right? So this is spirit, your guides have given you or passed on or perpetuated or illuminated some type of gift for you. And you guys, what I'm getting is not knowing how to use it, not using it correctly, or doubting yourself somehow. So I do get some doubt here. Let's pull some trinkets. Let's pull one for our 3 that's upside down. We got the seahorse, and then we have the flower. So let's discuss a couple things, right? Seahorse does represent the family. One thing that I do love about a seahorse in general is that seahorses, the males have the babies. So that is definitely different from pretty much every other species that exists, is that the males are giving birth in this species. And I think that that is something significant. It really gives this idea of, wow. I was going to say mastering, but Spirit said battling masculine and feminine energy, battling those things that you feel you have to do because they are kind of what the status quo is, as opposed to those things that you have to do because you need to do them for yourself. And so this 33 is really speaking to a lot of spiritual growth, especially with this flower right here, that you need to take a step back. And I feel like I say this all the time, and see what the hell is working for you. If it's not working for you, then you have to move on from it. You have to give yourself space to allow yourself to grow. A lot of times we create rules for ourselves, and what it does is it causes constraints because you feel like a hypocrite because you couldn't, stay at this job for 10 years, or you couldn't stay in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? When Sometimes things are unhealthy, excuse me. Jobs can be unhealthy, relationships can be unhealthy, and they spill into unhealthy friendships, unhealthy intimate relationships, unhealthy family relationships. So you guys have set yourselves up for some kind of failure here, some kind of inability to really see what is going on and how this is affecting you negatively. This is not something that you are going to be able to ignore during this Saturn retrograde, okay? If you're watching this after retrograde, you clearly still shouldn't ignore it. But right now, this isn't something that you should ignore, because the thing about Saturn is that it's long term, right? So it's kind of like you set something up and you set that shit up 10 years ago, and now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. So these things are coming back. They have to come back. And Saturn is in it for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not overnight. It's going to happen kind of when you least expect it. And it'll happen years from now. So make sure you guys are setting yourselves up for something you really want and something that you could really focus on. Okay, so 33 is a master life path number, right? 33 is a master teacher, a nurturer, somebody who is spiritually inclined. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as well, is that when you have special gifts, then there are certain qualities that you are supposed to share with the world. There are certain responsibilities that you do have. That's what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. It absolutely does. It's not something that you can ignore, and it's something that you have to address. What are your responsibilities that come with being a great artist, or being a great provider, or being a great whatever you're great at? What are the responsibilities that are in conjunction with that? Because you have to pay attention. You can't just be like, oh yeah, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, the hell you are. Okay, so first card out, we got Two of Swords that flipped up. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 right now is definitely signifying chaos within the family. Right. And this is something that is going to cause some kind of confusion, which 5 also represents confusion on the mental, physical, emotional level, whatever the case may be. So 2 of Swords is this energy of not seeing something that's right in front of your face. And mostly you don't see it because you don't want to see it. It's because you're in denial of some kind. You guys have to address those things. It's very, very important that you're not in denial of anything, that you know where your emotions is coming from, that you know why you did something, that you know if you did something wrong, that you know that you supported the wrong person, and that you know why you did it. It's not going to change anything. Right? In the outside world, if you address something that's been going on within yourself, it's not going to change anything on the outside world. It's just going to change the way that you think, the way that you feel, and the way that you move. And so you have to do that for yourself. It's so, so important, right? So we have Ace of Swords upright, Ace of Swords in reverse. And so I'm getting like a clarity after a very confusing time. This is some lying shit. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. I don't know whether, I'm getting that you guys supported some kind of major lie, and that it's coming back around, right? That you supported this lie, and it wasn't true. And so, whether you benefited or not, you have to be honest with yourself. That is the first step. It's to be honest with yourself, because when you start lying to yourself, then there are a lot of things that spirit cannot and will not do for you, because you have to tell the truth on yourself. Okay, let's get this other 3. Let me take this one. All right, so we got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have the 3 and the Ace coming to a 4. And we have Wands, which is awesome. New passion, right? New passion. So what I'm getting at is you guys have had a tough time, right? I feel like there is a lot of guilt involved in making the wrong decision. and you have to get over that guilt. To be honest, feeling guilty doesn't really do anything for us. Sometimes it can make you move in a certain direction that you're supposed to be moving in. But all in all, guilt is there to slow you down and to put you in a bad karmic place. You don't need to feel guilty. Face the things that you've done head on and move into this shit with a new energy. And that's what the Ace of Wands is giving you, a new passion. That's what this growth is all about. That's what the flower represents. And so the number 4, 3 and 1, represents a new boundaries, right? A new foundation. So you, after doing the wrong thing, right? After allowing somebody to lie to you and manipulate you and to talk you into some shit that you shouldn't have been doing or anything like that, it's time to take a step back. And that's what this is, the 2 to the 1, the 5 to the 4. Take a step back and really realize what it is that you did do. Correct your moves and then go ahead and just move forward. There's no, like I said, feeling guilty isn't going to do anything for you unless you're going to use that guilt to support somebody else who is heading down the wrong road, who is going down the wrong path, who is distracted right now by something that could literally hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no need for you to feel like, oh my God, I did this, and just keep harping on the past. That's not going to do anything for you. And I really feel like you guys are stuck on the past, that you guys are battling some kind of demon, that you haven't been able to move forward. And I'm pretty sure this isn't my first 33 reading. So if I see any more, I'll make sure that I link them as well so you guys can see the other readings. But for this month particularly, this 33 is definitely speaking to a battle within. How should you use your gifts and your powers to do the right thing, to move forward in the right way? Because honestly, guys, if you continue down a dark path, dark things will happen. It's not going to be all gravy and all good. We got the Hierophant on the bottom. Rethink those traditions and values, okay? So we got 7 of Cups coming out. Let's pull one more. And then, oh, shit. 2 of Swords at the bottom. So that's definitely giving upright. So we have the Empress and the 7 of Cups, right? So you don't see, and I mean, we have 2 cards saying that you don't see all the things that you are capable of, all the abilities that you have. You're not seeing it. And that's the biggest thing right now, because you're battling some other energies. You're juggling some other energies. You guys need to take a step back and really meditate, really get into your intuition, because there are a lot of things that are happening right now that are backwards. So one thing that I'm going to point out is you have everything you need. Everything. You have everything that you need. We have the Empress here and we have the Ace of Wands. This is new energy to birth new creation, to birth your ideas, right? Sometimes the Empress can read as a delayed period. And it really feels like that, taking a step back. Taking a step back because your foundation isn't straight. Your boundaries isn't straight. And you need to straighten those things up before you can give birth to the things that you need to give birth to, right? So make sure that you guys are doing everything in your power to move forward. Stop looking back. It's not going to do anything for you, okay? I feel like I said that enough times for you guys to understand. That's all I have for this number 33. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time.